Mission Catwalk is brought to you by
Hello designers, welcome to your beautifully decorated sewing room courtesy of Thai Flora. Now you don't have to guess what your next mission is. You will design a garment inspired by exotic tropical flowers. You will each select one flower which will inspire the name and design of your garment. You will have a budget of $3,000 for fabric at Pablo's and an additional trimming budget of $1,000. You will have 8 hours to complete this mission and then it's catwalk time. Good luck.
This is Mission Catwalk Season 5, the All-Stars edition. 12 of the fiercest talents are back to battle to see who will rule the ultimate All-Stars catwalk. Over $5 million in cash and prizes to be won. Who will complete the ultimate mission? Who will rule the catwalk?
I don't really like flowers. Flowers are a waste of money, but I can see how a lot of people would like them.
The inspiration behind my design is a rose.
It's a rose.
Kind of wanted to be different, but then I realized a few other people doing a rose, so I don't know.
The flower I chose was the Asiatic lily.
I chose the calla lily. You know, it's a southern African native plant.
I can't pronounce the first word.
I don't know about anybody else, but that flower is it hard to pronounce.
I chose the peony. Peony is a nice flower, I guess. It's a rich flower. Peonies are quite expensive.
I selected the calla lily. It's a very simple flower. It has very clean lines. It's basically white and green.
I chose the carnation flower. I went back with satin again.
Brian, are you doing a rose?
I don't know what they mean by a rose garden. I guess I was making fun of my fabric first.
I think he took the challenge a little bit literal.
You know, you go into the store, you pick up a fabric that is made like a flower, and then you just put 2 stitches at the top, 2 stitches at the bottom, walk around with your chest high and say, oh, designer style.
Even if I don't understand, I'm not gonna act like I do and just gonna make foolishness. I gotta ask.
I'm good at draping, so I'm gonna stick to that.
Just mind your business, Shenna.
Man, my business long time.
Honestly, I am not intimidated by Shenna, I can tell you that, because from what I've seen, I don't know, I think she's kind of old school.
I decided not to go with a dress. I'm actually doing like applique on a terry cloth fabric.
The design that I chose is a vintage silhouette jacket.
Competition stiff. Flowers this, rose that, lily this.
A rose, as I see, comes in many colors.
There are a couple designers as well who has been asking me over and over, I start to design, whatever. For example, David, who kind of getting on my nerve now. If it was your business, then I would have told you, but it's not, so stay out of my business.
Marsha.
You really have
Rebecca, when I want
Start talking, he just can't stop.
Nobody likes David. David is too fast. He doesn't think before he speaks. That's David's problem.
For me, this isn't a hobby. This is my passion. This is what I do every day of my life.
David is down there like, if we don't have drama, nobody's gonna watch the season. We need to have drama. Everybody, we need to say something. We need to do something. Talk about people. I just here for the show though. I just here to do my designs. I mean,
David is on bricks. David is on edge, I could tell you that.
I like to think of Alexis as the number 2 sewer in the Caribbean, being only second to her dad, because I think her dad is the number 1 tailor and sewer in the Caribbean, hands down. I'm not being cocky or arrogant by saying that I've always been a better designer than she has been.
Do I feel intimidated by David? Not really, no. I'm basically just burning the satin and ruching it, gathering it, but I'm not gonna like gather it and make a rose or like a flower or anything. I'm gonna just lay it out in a line.
I'm doing a pants bodysuit, but it's going to look like a gown.
I don't really have anything to say about today's challenge. I'm kind of like going through it with my eyes closed.
Trying not to repeat the flowers exactly as how it's shaped, but trying to complement it.
I'm worried about every single person in the room, besides Carl.
Designer, I'm a tailor. What do you mean by that? Yeah, what do you mean?
Carl has some strange things going on sometimes with his designs.
If you want to get mad, call me tailor, you know what I mean?
Fresh like bread, designer this ray, and then gonna turn it around and say tailor.
Don't call me tailor at all. Cause I'm just get mad right now, you know what I mean?
No. I think it's David.
Where my frock, Shenna? Shenna, where my frock?
David just stirring up drama.
You know, all who live other country think them safe because the show go play, and you know, we're not going to Jamaica when the show play.
You go look for them.
Tell me who, I'm who find anywhere, any country, anytime.
Tell me who say it, because right now we're fight.
You say something mean, you laugh about it. The other person says something mean, them laugh about it. I mean, if you take it seriously, I mean, you just need to just go home, because, I mean, it's just friendly rivalry.
The competition really gets serious on the catwalk.
I don't know about other people, I'm speaking for myself. His fabric choices do make his outfit look a bit tacky. I think Carl loves to use metallic spandex, which I think he should cut out on.
I guess some people find funny what is gonna be serious when judge time comes.
Still to come on Mission Catwalk.
What if all of us came together and we opened a factory or a fashion house? We could dominate the Caribbean. We could dominate the world.
It looks like grandma's curtain trim. Oh, that's your vintage kick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes vintage doesn't always work. You know that, right? There's a reason why.
We exhausted. My eyes closing down. It's craziness.
18-hour days. That's not fun.
It's literally like my brain is blank and I'm tired.
Going back on the theme of being morbid and everything, maybe that dress could be very goth.
I think she thought my piece was morbid.
I want to give up, but I can't give up because I want to win this. I think everybody wants to win this so bad.
Who will rule the catwalk? Who will rule the catwalk?
If I ever will recover, wonder if I'll ever trust again. Wonder if the next one will come will be the real thing. Wonder if true love will come again. Wonder if I ever will recover, wonder if I'll ever trust again. Wonder if the next one will come will be the real thing. Wonder if I'll ever trust again.
When you look back on haute couture, Alexander McQueen and Chanel and all those big international designers, when they use like things like a flower or or the sea or whatever it is, they go all out. Basically, I'm just doing the base right now. I'm using a jacket as the base.
Okay.
Like, just like here.
Sure.
If you even turn the flowers upside down, you would see how the jacket shape like the base. And if you turn the flowers right side up, it would look just like the petals coming out.
And you're keeping that kind of a trim on it? Let me see the trim.
Yes.
Is that the trim there?
Yeah.
Can I see it? Yeah, I don't know if I'm loving this trim either. This looks like a grandma's curtain trim. Oh, that's your vintage kick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes vintage doesn't always work. You know that, right? There's a reason why.
I think in this case it will, because it's just this. It's like a pocket. Just a pocket flap.
Okay. It's a little Sgt. Pepper too to me, with the little crop military style and the little tassels going on. Hey Carla, how are you?
I'm fine.
You always sound nervous when I approach you. Don't be nervous. I'm here to help you.
I'm always nervous when people come to give me reviews on anything that I am doing. I didn't really want to do a dress.
Okay.
I didn't want to go the way for a dress because everybody assumes, you know, to do a design of a flower, you gotta do a dress.
Okay.
I chose this fabric because activewear from the 90s coming back into.
So how many appliques are you thinking of doing?
Probably like I have like one big
And they're
one.
this size here?
No, they're different sizes. It's 3 different sizes.
Oh boy. Well, this is very different to sketch from what you're doing here.
Because this is really the underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, what's gonna happen is this. I took a lot of consideration about the model who is wearing my design. Kind of blending her skin tone with the color of the flowers, so I kind of left a lot of skin out. This is a cauliflower, so if you notice the shape, yeah, so I want to drape this to mimic the shape of the flowers.
Oh, I see. I still think you're really taking away from the dress with so many layers, but and it's not very bra friendly.
Right.
So I'd like to see how that's going to end up looking.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
But the end result will be very beautiful.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
So how are we going to finish this off though? What's the bottom going to look like?
I've been a little bit frustrated because I've been having ideas of changing the design. I wanted to capture the silhouette and the symmetry of the orchid. So
with the asymmetrical skirt on the bottom there?
I don't know if I want to do like a full pants that would appear like a skirt.
Oh, I see.
Like a gown, or do a gown. But I actually, seeing this draping, I feel like I should do it as a gown.
How can you drape that?
It's almost like a cape.
Lovely.
So that almost forms like the petals of the orchid.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, I didn't really think that much of it. But she really liked it. She liked the color palette that I used.
I'm not seeing a carnation here.
Oh, well, the bloom of the carnation will be at the top, like around the neck.
Okay.
So I will have, actually, I'm taking sahin and I'm cutting out the petal shape. I'm burning it as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going to come like around the neck here. And just extends a little bit on the shoulders, but not too much to make it look too costumey. The base dress is finished. I just have to do the decoration on the neck and then I'm finished.
This is a beautiful, complicated gown to be inspired by such a cheap flower. Especially this thing here. That looks like a hot mess right now.
I've tried the technique before. Honestly, it came out
Oh,
quite
you have?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're confident with it?
Yes, I'm very confident with it, yes.
All right, cool. Let me see the back. How are you draping the back? Oh, I see it. Okay, so it's sporty, so it's very different from what the other guys are doing.
Exactly, and it's going to have the shape, basically, of the calla lily. So I'm going to put like a hood, and then it's going to come straight down into a pants.
Okay.
Which is going to obviously gradient from the lighter green to the darker green as you would have the stem of the flower.
So you're going to ombre it?
I'm going to get that, hopefully get that effect, because this is a sheer fabric and it's going to fall over the green, and then it's going to have the darker green at the bottom of the pant.
With these 3 tones. Oh,
Yes.
I like that. I like that. That's going to be sharp and really nice.
She always gives me good points. I feel though like she doesn't really know much about sewing, so she can't exactly give you like advice in that area.
What's the construction like in that bra top then?
It's an actual underwire bra that I'm making.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't want it to be, because I'm doing like some detail stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't want it to be too much. I brought the white, and then I realized it's not even white, the ivory, and then I realized I didn't want it.
Okay.
very good material that I can capitalize on.
So I want to keep it monotone, kind of go for that streamlined monotone, but it's a split piece, and it's two different kind of textures that I'm doing. So I think it'll have some interest.
You know, I hate helping the designer with the creative process, but going back on the theme of being morbid and everything, maybe that dress could be very goth.
I think she thought my piece was morbid. I do too, though, so I couldn't disagree.
Everyone have their own interpretation. My interpretation is totally different from theirs. This is the sketch.
Oh, I see that. So you're actually layering all of these petals in there, okay.
Yes. The woman I see wearing it is more of a, you know, a woman with a strong personality that with a lot of confidence, because you have to have a lot of confidence to wear a designer garment. Down here, I'll have this part of the rose. This part of the rose, I'll have it right here at the hem.
Oh, nice to add a little pop of color. I like that.
And it's gonna be this green.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So let me ask you something. I'm a little bit concerned that all of this is going to add too much volume to where usually women like to, you know, kind of play down their volume.
These are going to be gathered in, all this, so it's going to be flatter here, so it wouldn't have that much volume on the area here. Right now I'm in the process of connecting the dots and putting my pieces together, because it's a lot of pieces and I'm in the process of putting all of it together so I can get one beautiful blossom outfit.
Who will rule the catwalk? Who will rule the catwalk?
What if all of us came together and we opened a factory or a fashion house? We could dominate the Caribbean. We could dominate the world.
The peony is beautiful.
Okay.
And it has a very nice scent.
It does. It really does. Make a lot of perfumes out of it.
Yes. But I like the fact that it's full-bodied. It has a lot of layers and it has multiple colors that you can work with.
Okay.
So I want to embody that. Everybody in the sewing room is exceptional at something. The great thing for me, however, is I'm exceptional at fashion design, and this is a fashion design competition. What I did was I took some polyester chiffon and I burnt the edges, so it gives me the feel of the petal of a peony. So what I plan to do is position them on the bodice of my top and create that same look, and then create a belt out of this lace and some of this trim. I'm gonna do separates. I want to do 3 pieces, cape, bustier top, and a cigarette pant.
Okay.
Because the play on the peony having multiple layers.
I tried to manipulate my fabric to actually look like the petals of peony. Hopefully it comes off where it's not too cheesy, where it looks like I'm trying to recreate the flower, but rather be inspired by the flower.
The cape on top?
Yeah, the cape on top, shorter in the front and then longer at the back. I think it'll work well.
Yeah, I love it actually. It's a nice spin on an old classic.
I think so too.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
In this competition, if any designer really want to win this competition, they're going to have to beat David.
I mean, we could take a little break in between because we're getting stuff done, so it's okay to take a little laugh and not kiss a man or a judge or whatever.
Let me guess. The rose.
Yes. I like that you know this.
Yeah, well, that's not a good thing.
I think my client might be wearing this dress for her birthday. It's like a birthday dress kind of thing.
The sketch is gorgeous, but if I look at the sketch and I look at the dress, I'm not getting the same feeling.
I mean, I still have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
I still have this to
Yes.
create my rose at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Kind of in between somewhere good. It looks like a rose. It feels like a rose. It's a rose.
I'm not feeling that it's original. It's not really coming from you. Were you not challenged by this mission?
I don't feel so. I feel like maybe we're not on the same page, but that's fine because I'm learning things from her that I should have known by now.
How the hell are you going to put it all together, though?
To me, it could go either way. Like, you don't know who's going, who will get to go.
I kind of feel like I bit off more than I can chew with all that I'm trying to do in 8 hours.
It's very tiring, and trust me, it's a lot of work. I'm most tired and beat up, man.
Too much work. We're exhausted. My eyes closing down. It's craziness.
18-hour days. That's not fun.
It's literally like my brain is blank and I'm tired.
As much as we want to give up, I want to give up, but I can't give up because I want to win this. I think everybody wants to win this so bad.
Catwalk, mission Catwalk. Ooh, what would you do to be the ruler?
Still to come on Mission Catwalk.
You say you don't like flowers? This shows
that was creative.
You played too safe.
When is a rose not quite a rose? One of you will be out.
Who will rule the catwalk? Who will rule the catwalk?
Me day a hell, long lasting love for my lady. Me live life to the full with you daily. OMG, she must put a spell for me. Obviously she meant me. Cause she very, very vibes and vibrant, vitalizing, vital to my surviving. Every day, ever blazing, so amazing in every way. We ever go and sing.
Hello designers, welcome to the Catwalk. Our designers were asked to create a garment inspired by an exotic tropical flower which must be featured in the name and concept of the garment. The judges deciding your fate will be Senior Associate Editor at the Jamaica Observer, Miss Novia McDonald-Whyte, International Menswear Designer, Carlton Brown, and our guest judge, International Women's Wear Designer, Milica Pasic. Now let's see your designs. Good luck.
The way she wears that dress, the way she moves in fabric with finesse. I want to be like you. I'd love to walk in your shoes. She is a star with a diamond in her eye. She is the ruler of the catwalk in the sky. Catwalk, mission catwalk. What would you do to be the ruler of the catwalk? Mission catwalk. The game can be cruel.
Okay, designers, we're going to bring your models back for one final look and then bring you back to the catwalk. You may leave.
Mission Catwalk, what would you do to be the ruler of the catwalk?
Yes, I scored him high. I love it.
It got the exact right shade.
It's gorgeous. It's time to go home.
What would you do? Don't you want to rule?
Who will rule the catwalk? Who will rule the catwalk?
Okay, let's bring out the designers. When I call your name, please step forward. Renardo, Shenna, Kesia, Machel. Your scores have qualified you to continue on this mission. You may leave the catwalk. The 6 of you have the strongest and weakest designs we saw this week. Let's bring out your models. Alexis, tell us about your look, please.
Hi, everybody. My look was inspired by the carnation flower. It's actually named Sultry Carnation. I wanted it to be very much wearable and not bordering costume because I find most interpretations always end up, being that way. So I kept it sleek, flower detail up by the neck. I actually burnt satin to mimic the petals on the flower. And yeah, that's what I came up with.
Alexis, this is a nice dress. I don't know if I'm seeing the flower. I'm more seeing like Spanish ruffles. I don't know. It's a nice dress, but I don't know if I think of the flower when I see it.
Carnation is my least favorite flower.
Everybody's saying that.
Well, I'd hate to think that I'm everybody. That said, I'd have loved to have seen you open the dress as opposed to, since the carnation was obviously in bloom, as opposed to a form-fitting number. I do like the detail around the neck though.
And yeah, I mean, I like what you do in terms of the petals itself, as you, right, where you say burn the satin and stuff. I think that was creative to keep it fresh and up. But I mean, it's nice, It's nice overall.
It's a very nice dress, but I just think that you played too safe. It's something that we have already seen before, but I definitely see your creativity and your talent, so that's a good thing.
Thank you, Alexis. David, tell us about your design, please.
Hello, judges. My design is called Blushing Peony. The peony is actually the official flower of the 12th anniversary. So persons who celebrate 12 years of marriage, they would use the peony. I like the peony because it's a full flower and it has layers. I designed this look to be worn by a lady celebrating a 12-year anniversary, possibly going out to dinner with her husband or hosting a party for a very dainty friend. I wanted to do layers to play on the peony, so I did 3 pieces: a bustier top, a cigarette pant, and then a cape. I wanted to play with shades of pink because, like the peony has shades and hues of mauves and pinks, I wanted to give that same look. I played with the petals on the bust line. I did a simulated tempered laser cut, and I love my look. I styled it to look like a goddess, and hopefully you guys like it as much as I do.
I love it. It's so soft and beautiful. Like, peony is such a beautiful flower, and this garment just looks exactly like what peony represents to me. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the petals. I love the cape. I love the layering. The look itself, it's nice. It doesn't look like a costume. It doesn't look like you're trying to mimic a flower. It's just beautiful.
I think the blush gives it a nice looks appeal, which makes it immediately attractive. I like the extensive work that you've done, and you've kind of held it in as well, because you could have gotten really excited and taken it all out. So the editing was smart. Nice job, actually.
This is something you easily could get carried away with, and you didn't, right? You played it safe, and excellent. I must say, excellent. What I love about it is that it's something you can separate.
Yeah, I love this design as well. And what I really like is that you didn't go for a dress, because normally when you think of this flower, you will think of a dress. And you showed us how a girl can be attractive and beautiful in pants and a crop top, so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. Carla, tell us about your look, please.
My design is called Liliana, and it's based on a female. She's chic, she's trendy, she likes to travel, she plays sports, preferably tennis. The flower is actually the Asiatic lily. And I went with a terry cloth looking material because I think activewear materials are coming back into style, because I find that we're going into the 90s fashions. And I like applique, and I decided to do applique because that's me. But basically that's it.
Carla, this is a beautiful outfit. The color really pops, it's fresh and works for the flower you chose. I like the applique for the lilies and the beading. It's very beautiful. I'm not sure I like the hat. I'm torn. It adds a whimsical, quirky kind of look to it, but I don't like it.
The look is nice. The overall package is nice. I mean, it looks really nice. It's fresh, modern, and yes, we see the the sportswear and the mesh that's in and everything. But I think you could have edited. I think you got carried away, and it's all there, all together. It's a lot going on for an active woman who loves to travel and who loves to play tennis and who loves to do everything.
I mean, that's a shirt. That's a shirt color and everything, right? It's just.
It's a.
It's a. Yeah. It's okay. It's removable. Okay. If you lose a hat, give her a nice hairstyle. Styling is important. You know what I mean? I can't say I'm going to complain on your finishing, because your finishing is. It's there. It's on point.
I love the outfit, but my problem is it doesn't really remind me of a flower. Other than applique, nothing else reminds me of a flower. And yeah, it's safe as well, because if you go to like a boutique or somewhere, you're gonna find the same outfit, something similar. So for me as a guest judge, I can't see your creativity. They probably know better because they have seen you showing before. But for me, like, I can't really see a flower in your piece. But finishing is amazing, applique is amazing. I know it takes a lot of work, and it's really done properly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. Carl, tell us about your look, please.
Well, my inspiration came from the color lily. I liked the white, I liked the off-white, so, I kind of blended the two colors. So that's why I tried something new to kind of bring out the flower, and the tail of the dress to bring out the shape of the flower.
You both look like you're gonna get married together, the suit and the dress. I'm not seeing the color lily in this design. I'm seeing beaded lace, but I'm not that impressed. I like the draping at the back of the dress, but that's it. I wish there was more for me to like and comment on.
I think the beauty of the calla lily is that it is it's an elegant flower. The color, it's clean. It's there's a lot without it being in your face a lot. It signals the advent of spring as well. I just think that you need to focus on editing, Carl. I mean, the fascinator, the rosette by the bust line there, which is dreadfully untidy, the pearls, it's too much, and then that awful train to the front. I think you missed the mark.
There's so much happening at the same time, nothing comes together.
I've been trying to understand this dress, but I just can't. The fabric is right, the color is right, but it just doesn't look finished to me, and it's just too much going on.
Thank you, Carl.
Who will rule the catwalk? Who will rule the catwalk?
Rebecca, tell us about your look, please.
The name of my piece is Jorah, and it's Israeli for autumn rose. I kind of wanted to do not so much a bright red rose, but more of that rusty rose that you've kind of, like when you've gotten a bouquet of flowers and you've had it in your kitchen for a few days and you don't want to throw them away because you really love them, but they're kind of starting to like age a little. I kind of wanted that look. And I chose separates because I like being able to mix and match. Kind of went for the lingerie look because I wanted something romantic and kind of passionate. It's kind of a look that you'd wear to go meet a lover. And yeah, that's that.
I like your concept. I love the bust area with the rose details. I like the layering of the pants, looking like the petals on the rose. It's very well thought out. I like it.
It's a good interpretation and not an atypical interpretation. So well done.
I mean, I'm seeing it in terms of the waistband. I mean, I'm wondering if you did that stitching because it really doesn't look like your work. I'm being honest.
I'm supposed to have like hooks,
Okay.
and I had to stitch it together.
Okay.
Because I ran out of time. So.
Because it just look unfinished. That's why. That's
Yeah.
why I said.
I love it. That's all. I really love it.
Thank you, Rebecca. Ryan, tell us about your look, please.
This was inspired by the rose. I call it Lady in the Rose. She's kind of like Thumbelina, where she creates flowers in the garden. I wanted to keep it real playful. I thought my draping was excellent. The way I kind of created these, it looks like a bunch of roses. That's my creation.
Man, this is horrible.
Oh my God.
I don't even know where to start. This is really bad. That piece of rag hanging down. I don't even know where to start. You say you don't like flowers? This shows. Man, this right here, the draping, the ruffling, it's a disaster. Like seriously. Thank goodness you chose a fabric with roses on it, which is what I hate about it too. I like the red though.
When is a rose not quite a rose? When it's in Ryan's garden. I expected, yes, we know your signature draping, but I think you have to sometimes step out of your norm and, you know, just allow yourself to be a lot more creative. It's just too predictable. You know, it's a rose, yes, it's a rose, but it's not a rose.
And it's funny enough, you know, when you say Thumbelina, because the first thing came to mind when I saw it was in a washing machine, just like go on and I go on and I go on. So.
Your dress is very chaotic. Like, I'm trying to see where this part is coming from, where that part is coming from. The color is right. I don't like the material with roses, because that is too safe. It's obviously a rose.
Thank you, Ryan. When I call your name, please step forward. David. Rebecca. And Carla. Your designs were the strongest we saw this week, and one of you will be the winner of this mission. David, congratulations. You are the winner of this mission. You may lead the catwalk. Rebecca, absolutely wonderful job. You may lead the catwalk. Carla, styling. You may continue on this mission. Ryan, Alexis, Carl, your designs were the weakest we saw this week, and one of you will be out. Alexis, you may continue on this mission. Please leave the catwalk. Ryan, Carl, you both had very confusing dresses today with identical rags hanging in front. We don't even know how to interpret this. Carl,
I'm sorry, you're no longer part of this mission.
Because of this show, I have kids coming up to me say they wanted to be a fashion designer. You know, for career they want to dress like a fashion designer. You know, sometimes you have a bad design. I mean, as designers, you can control the creativity that you feel, the mood you're in and where you want to, the direction you want to go with a design. So, you know, everybody have a bad day. This was my bad day and it was too bad to continue.
Catwalk, mission catwalk. What would you do to be the ruler of the catwalk? Mission catwalk. The game can be cruel. What would you do? Don't you want to rule?
On the next episode of Mission Catwalk,
you will answer the question, where would you hang?
Males make better leaders. Can you imagine trying to build a house with 2 Caribbean women?
We need to win, like we need to kill them.
Besides the word classic, because that to me translates into boring.
I did feel like this collection missed the mark.
I can't say an Amfontaine customer with a whole of her belly out of doors like that one there.
One of you will be out.
Who will rule the catwalk?